I tried Imbue Druid last night, and I gotta say it actually felt real strong for what it is, and it's still pretty fun to play. So I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, talk about the mulligans and win rates, as well as some general tips seeing how to play with, as well as what to expect from this deck. So if you're serious about Hearthstone and want to improve in the game, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can hire me for some Hearthstone coaching. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's what the situation with Druid is right now, and we tried this deck, which is definitely having some pretty serious win rate, like this is almost top 5 territory if we gotta be completely honest, but it is, let's say, top tier 2 at best right now. Here's the deck in its entirety, and yeah, it's still pretty close to what we're used to seeing. We're not really running the card that gave you lifesteal and a little bit of damage, you know, the one I'm talking about. Yeah, the Resplendent Dreamweaver. And also I've seen a lot of people actually run Sky Mother of Iana lately, which feels like a weird card, and as you saw, the win rate for such decks is actually not very high, so don't get baited with that one. But yeah, with this one, you actually could do some serious tempo, but you really gotta know how to pull it off, and you're gonna see that from some of my games, like we really did some crazy things. Literally turn 4 double 5/5s is not a stranger for us. Here's what we have in the deck, obviously plenty of cheap nature spells so we can get the Kamul Rune Totem stuff going, and again, I keep reminding you guys, don't forget this guy gets imbued not only from your nature spells. The requirement for your hero power to get imbued is for everything in your deck to be nature spells, but the hero power does improve for every 2 spells you cast, so even if you discover something completely different with no nature tag or no tag at all, that is still indeed gonna be ticking for you. Anyway, we have a couple of innervates, very nice, allowing you to do crazy things super early. Living Roots, not the worst thing in the world to play on turn 1 both for the 2 damage or for the 1/1 saplings. Obviously, if you're going first, you're gonna go with the saplings. If you're going second, you might kill something with it. The Symbiosis is pretty nice. Basically, you could get yourself 2 spells at the price of 1, or you could just get yourself something a little bit earlier. Getting the 0 mana 1/1 Ants from Death Knight ain't too bad. You could be getting that 0 mana 1 damage AoE, or give your damaged minion a +2/+2, that kind of stuff. Those would be pretty good, but there's also some other minions and weapons in this one, so don't always expect amazing spells. The Bitterbloom Knight is pretty decent too. 2 mana imbuing yourself is pretty effective for a deck like yours, because it usually costs you more than 2 mana to imbue easily, unless you've curved out perfectly, that is. So he's a pretty nice turn too. Horn of Plenty is also pretty awesome, giving you a pretty cheap nature spell, and you're no stranger to those, like getting yourself extra 0 mana Trail Mix can be huge, or just something a little bit cheaper. Basically, you get to play 2 spells at the price of 1 in most cases. Mark of the Wild can be extremely powerful, especially against all of these pallies and rogues out there. Like if you give this to a fat man, and those guys want to be getting themselves some coins, well, this fat guy is just gonna prevent them, or it's gonna force them into slapping their face into something very big. We also have a single Reforestation in here, which is kind of odd. The card definitely feels strong, but it's also kind of a bait, because if you keep this in your starting hand, you're probably not going to be doing all that much in your first few turns, and I gotta say, a lot of the time, you really need to be doing a lot in your first few turns, and again, you are going to see that from the gameplay, and the way we actually tempoed out so many powerful opponents. Sing along, buddy, absolutely broken card. Try not to wait too long with this guy to really pop off, because if you wait for a bunch of 8/8s and it's already past turn 8, well, opponents have hard removal by then, so be careful dilly-dallying too much with this one. You really want to be starting doing this even as soon as you have free freeze at the least, but 4/4 preferable, especially depending on the opponent. Like if you're against something like a Demon Hunter, well, free freeze really don't cut it. They have free damage AoE with ease, so 4 HP idiots would be the lowest bar for you, so keep that in mind. The Trail Mix definitely helps big time, allowing you to do super good things super early. Like with this thing, you are going to be able to zerg the board around turn 4, turn 5 at the latest with some pretty big men. And depending on the opponent, that can be absolutely game-breaking. So definitely don't scoff at playing this thing on turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, that kind of stuff. You will be getting some pretty sick stuff. Obviously, you could also save it for something like a faster Malorn, but if the game goes your way, it never comes down to Malorn nowadays. Like, do not be super greedy with this deck for most matchups. you actually need to be the aggressor, you actually need the tempo, because you don't really have much in terms of recovery mechanics with this one. You basically kill or get killed. You gotta be nice and quick on the board, and the opponent is the one who needs to care about your board, not you for theirs in most cases. Wrath is pretty decent. You could be using it for the free damage to kill stuff, you could be using it for the 1 damage just to draw cards, and you could even be using it on your own stuff. In some cases, opponents like mages, for instance, are just not gonna bother clearing your smaller shit, and with this thing you basically get to unlock your board a little, because they could do things like bobs against you, they could blizzard your free freeze, and basically board lock you, so this way you get to ensure you draw cards and also actually remove some of your own idiots, and that, in some cases, that's actually correct. Dreambound Disciple, I've come to learn this card is absolutely broken. Like, if you combo this thing on turn 3, and just use the hero power for an extra free, well, that's a turn 3 6/6. And this also allows you to do something broken like a turn 4 Sing Along Buddy, Brittle Bloom, or a couple of nature spells into a couple of 4/4s. Absolutely huge. So not only are you getting yourself a lot of early game even as soon as turn 3, you get to instantly follow it up with another one on turn 4, and if the opponent is not careful, they get overwhelmed pretty quickly. Zephyrus is also pretty cool in this one. In most cases you are going to be looking for damage, but he is also one of your few ways you could be getting yourself a little bit of removal here and there, albeit it's gonna be random, it might still be worth it. Couple of photosynthesis in here, giving you a lot of extra random spells, and most of the times you're gonna be okay, but don't expect anything too amazing. Sometimes it can be absolute flops with spells costing more than 4 mana and such. Those can be pretty dumb, but all around it's a good card, and a lot of the time you're gonna actually use this to heal your own idiots instead of your face, because very rarely you're gonna be a lower health than some of your minions on the board, and against a lot of opponents, they gotta handle the board first before they start addressing the face area, so don't get greedy maxing yourself out at 30 health. Even if you have something like a free 5 on the board, heal that so it's out of range for most natural removals, instead of just healing your face back to full health. As long as it's not some kind of burn deck against you, you should be pretty fine just healing your board and making it survive longer. The Fluttering, obviously pretty good. Divine Shield plus Taunt, it's basically like a Righteous Protector, but as a 4 mana 4/4, and it also imbues your hero power, so that's pretty nutty. The Grifter can be super huge. Basically, stealing something huge out of the opponent is gonna just end the game in some cases if the opponent's not careful. It's also giving you a cheap spell, but yeah, all around it's a pretty decent card. The card draw ain't too bad, that kind of stuff. Hamul is obviously the worst card you could be getting in your hand, because he's a 5 mana 5/6 do nothing. He already did what he came in here for. He started the game for you with the Imbue hero power. Nothing else comes out of this guy. He's not the worst thing to drop on turn 5 if nothing better presents itself, but he is just a vanilla do-nothing minion, so it is what it is. But obviously you cannot play this deck without him. I actually am still not sure if somebody in chat unironically asked me what can he replace Hamul in this deck, and to this day I don't know how to answer that anymore. We also have Shao Drusilla in here. Then again, where don't we have Shao Drusilla? Is just a super busted card, and it does give you a lot of extra spells and such, and you don't always need to be playing this thing for it getting corrupted. You could still be using it for a single 0 mana +5/+5. You don't care that it's gonna die next turn if there is no next turn. 2 mana 5 damage to everything, both faces, both boards, also ain't too bad, so basically get +10 damage for 9 mana technically, if you want to be playing the 2 mana as well, but you can also use the 0 mana return a minion to its owner's hand, which is also gonna help you dodge some big taunts if you don't want to take care of those. And lastly we have Malorn. I literally didn't even get to play a single Malorn last night, by the way. We played the deck for over an hour and didn't get a single Malorn situation. We just curved out beautifully, super quickly, but obviously Malorn is a great last-ditch resort for you if you still haven't won the game in the early turn. I mean, it's not a last-ditch resort, let's face it. The deck just amps up amazingly well. Even if you don't win in the early, you do have an amazing late-game plan as well, but it's just vanilla big-statted minions, which nowadays is not so powerful as it used to, but still a pretty decent game plan. And Malorn gives you a little bit of extra oomph at the end, with all sorts of different great wild gods you could be discovering, so that can be nice. For the matchups, here's what we have. You're gonna notice we're doing great against Big Demon Hunter, we're great against most Death Knights. What we're not great against is some of the rogues, however, and Shao Drusil Pally is a little bit on the negative, even though I did have pretty nice results with it. And all around, the win rate is just pretty green. As long as you know how to play with this one, I do believe you can be hitting easy legend with it, so definitely do not scoff at it. Mulligan wise, here's what the situation is looking like, and yeah, you are going to be looking for the cheaper spells. The Bitter Bloom is going to be pretty nice. Horn of the Plenty gives you extra cards, like I said. Reforestation still not too bad, even though was just a single copy in this one. And if you're curving out, even Dreambound Disciple could be amazing. Like, it is really a pretty strong thing to be dropping as soon as turn 3, especially if you already had a bunch of cheap spells to begin with. And as for on the coin, again, plenty of the same stuff, so mulligan accordingly. Here, even the Flutterwing might be a consideration if you're curving into it. All around, that's it for the deck. Not very cheap, not very expensive either, though. Like, we are having some pretty, amazing core legend, not core, but legendaries everybody should have. Zephyrus is a no-brainer from a mini set. Grift is a no-brainer. Was he from a mini set? No, but he's definitely worth crafting. Shaudrasil everybody should have. Malorn everybody does have. So it only leaves you with Hamul as the niche legendary here, so definitely a niche craft, but if you're into this deck, it's definitely worth the craft. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, a like and a subscribe would be appreciated. Now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6-hour streams, doing these in our sleep. Sometimes we are asleep on the Hearthstone stream too. And the women and children too. They're like animals. Anybody know what meme I'm talking about? When you join a new gym and you haven't been lifting for a while, you go there and like, everybody was stronger than me. And not just the men. The women and children too. They're like animals. I laugh my ass off every time I see that meme. It is too good. Too good. Okay, and we're against the Warlockio. Let's get ourselves a couple of steeds. Couple of mighty steeds. Never saw that meme? Let me right that wrong, guys. They're like animals. Fucking hell, what is this search? Shitter Friends is kinda okay. I could actually coin out on Orca right now. 6/6. I'm willing to do that right now, I think. God damn it, I can't find that thing for the life of me. Yeah, kinda on the low side. I used to not do much on those either, but with time and practice, you can get there. Let's get ourselves another 4/4. These guys love 4/4s. God damn it, dude, I can't find that meme for the life of me. Let's get this one of them out of range. I guess this one ought to do it. This, that, this, that, a whole lot of that. Is this that good for climbing in the current meta from Diamond to Legend? Yeah, I think it's good enough, honestly. In Top Legend, not so much, and we are supposed to be in Top Legend here, so we're not expecting any miracles out of it, but it's still pretty fun deck, I'd say. This guy's almost dead, yeah. Let's see if this has anything to say. Okay.
Just a dream.
I don't have enough room for this anyway, so might as well just do this.
By petal and sword.
Why the fuck can't I find the goddamn meme, dude? I'm gonna fucking ask ChatGTP, dude. Let's see if that actually works. Okay, he's almost dead. He's literally one off dead. Can he be one on dead? One on dead me, dude. Enough mana. Damage minion +2, there you go. Axe and you shall receive. Darky blows. There you fucking go, ChatGTP. Did I rescue? What? Okay.
My long slumber has
What the fuck? I forgot how to turn on my frickin' deck tracker, dude. How do I make my deck tracker visible? Got a hotkey for this shit. Oh my goodness, am I having a seizure? I literally forgot how to do this thing. What the hell, dude? Anyway, I'm gonna have to figure that one out later. What was the goddamn hotkey? Insert. Nailed it. Close enough, man. Actually. Yeah. Hashtag, actually. Chat Gran Turismo, what do you mean, man? Okay, the Swarm is kinda cool against the Demon Hunter. No doubt. I'm gonna put this on, it's nice and cheap. I like my cars like I like my hookers. Fucking idiot. What is wrong with me again? Jet step, bro. Okay, dude's in a hurry. Return policy. That was weird, but who am I to judge? We all make mistakes in the heat of the moment.
must have slept sword in your side.
I could have picked something more expensive and more usable than this, I guess. Forgot what the other ones were, but this was probably not so bright. They're like animals. Okay. I can do this.
Together
Now I can do this. I can actually do this. I'll certainly do this. Okay, now we're cocking. Cocking and locking. That's the charm of it, potato. The dumber the better. The dumber the better. Let's not make any sexist jokes about that one, though. Gotta draw the line somewhere, guys. Gotta draw the line. Okay, I can actually do this. Man's almost dead, by the way. Man is on the verge of death. So, who are we to deny him the sweet embrace of Deathsicle? Let's keep on kicking in those teeth of his. And see if our advances will be enough. Is this gonna be enough to persuade him towards our cause? Doubt. Please land on the free. There you go. Easy. I mean, even if it didn't, it wasn't GG if it didn't. Nice. Turn 6. Deathsicle. The champion is not the best by any means, but he is definitely pretty usable. Especially if you don't have perfect 3v3 teams. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about these fusions. A lot of the time, if you don't have anything better to do anyway, I mean, might as well. The Disciple definitely gives a good amount of early tempo. I'm gonna keep one of them with the coin. Nice, some cheap spells. Turn 1, I'm go with the Bloom. Turn 2, this thing. Turn 3, this plus a free ought to do it. Innervate plus a cheap spell could be great. This thing could give me something interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna kick things off. Nice and quick. If he doesn't get a Quillbore, all of his chip damage is gonna be doing the thing. Hell doggo. Okay, that's gonna help my advances. I could even just get this plus a free right now. I think I'm into that shit. Yeah, I'm down to fuck. Turn 2 8 damage on the board back in my day. Hopefully he doesn't have the free damage bullshit. Has the free damage bullshit, but we're gonna fucking do it again. Please get the dog, don't get Quillboris. Okay, that's cool and all, but are you gonna move? That's cool and that. This one has more potential for me. Ooh. Yeah, I'ma grab that. Next turn we're doing things. Is it next turn we're doing things, or is it the turn after? I could just get myself a 4/4 this turn. He's probably gonna have the Boar Man. So I think next turn I'm gonna put this, and then press the hero power. Let's not get too greedy now, shall we? Sitting with a bunch of idiots above free health, that's all we need. He did get that shit out of that shit, so it is what it is. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Turn 4 after all, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we have this type of board state on turn fucking 4? Hearthstone 2024, 25 guys. 24 would be a bunch of free-frees. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh. Face me, you coward. Face, please. Okay, it's not that bad as long as it's not the 1/4. Okay. Not enough to make another big man. So I'm gonna make this big man nice and taunty and get myself even more bigger, greener men. Yeah, these big demon hunters are getting their teeth kicked in here, dudes. Gotta really know how to advance towards your goal against these guys, because if you don't, you just ain't winning. Cliff divage, and he gets lucky as fuck. Not gonna pretend for a second he didn't. Lucky as fuxicle. Lucky as fuxicle, sadly. Ghostface, are you dumb, son? Are you dumb? Thanks for that. Are you, and I can't stress this enough, dumb? Ghost face down, dudes. Why wouldn't he do such a thing after all? It was glowing green. Yes, excuse me, I'd like to ask a personal question. Have you by any chance been homeschooled by raccoons? By any chance? Okay, so far so bad. Yeah, show this to somebody from 214. Facts. Okay, that's free real estate. He is going for the kill. Alright, E. I'll heal this man's. A lot of free damage AoE and such. So let's go ahead and do this thing. Whole lot of nothing. Thanks for that, game. Make this man big. Make green man great again. And a couple of more bigger, greener men. Bit of that face thing. See how that go. See how that shit go. Don't you dare clutch another red card now, yeah? Red card into cliff dive would mean murder. 9 times out of 10. But that's a little bit too much for one man to handle in terms of luck. So let's not and say we did. That's fine. It seems he has exhausted his luck. You little shit. Uh-huh, 3 damage AoE would be pretty fucky. If he has 3 damage AoE right now, he should not have played it this way. That don't do what you think it do. That child is gonna be a professional athlete. You editor. Now I have fucking 4. Things are gonna escalate real fucking fast, guys. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with 4, but gosh darn it, we're gonna fucking do some moves. We are gonna be making some sick moves real soon. So prepare your bodies. I'm gonna prepare mine, you prepare yours. So yeah, things are gonna get real fun with both the Hearthstone channel, the Raid channel, and I'm also gonna be editing other people's videos. Yeah. Take notes from Lucky, guys. He already knows what's up. Okay, let's get a couple of shitters on the board. We're gonna be building a video editing empire right there. A lot more shorts, a lot more good video edits, all of that good stuff. Okay, how can I advance? This is a bit slow, not gonna lie. I don't like that.
Time is of the essence.
I'm gonna take it somewhat slowish. Music's lit. Ooh. 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 Fucking idiot. Yeah, man, it's so wonky. I got a math, dudes. I specifically requested not to have the math. What the fuck? Everything is so wonky, dude. Every time it's one-off mana. Okay, next turn we're doing this. So this way, next turn I play this thing, coin out this thing, use it. And that's gonna give me a 4-4, and turn after we do this, we get ourselves bigger, greener men. Okay, I think we stitched it together. It's not so... I mean, it's impossible to play without him. What do you mean it's hard to play? The whole deck revolves around him. Why else would we be running all of these bad spells? Okay. This music is sick, dude. Yeah. I don't even know what the fuck we're listening to, but I'm kind of driving with it. Fun stuff. Feeling this song in my diaphragm. Consider yourself lucky. I'm feeling it in my anus. What is wrong with me, dude? Stop. Think about the children, the women, and the children too. Oh man, guts are going crazy. Okay. Oh, that was literally the worst top deck ever. That was quite literally the worst top deck ever. I think I'm gonna hold back with this thing. Let's just put Hammy Boy here. He's bad, but it is what it is. So, and with the subscribe, thank you very much for the 6 months strong, yo. Real nice of yous. First subscriber of the day. Take those any day, chat. Thank you very much, kind sir. How you been? How you doing? Okay. Okay, baby. What'd that do? Summon a couple of shits? Yikes. Guess we ignore it. We're looking for Face Tang. Wind Fury, huh?
I must think.
That's kind of bad, but
Time is of the essence. Just a dream. Yo.
something like that. Hey, how's it going, Roki? Going in with a strong follow-up for the hype train potential. Thank you very much, Roki. Second subscriber of the day. How you been? How you doing?
You are much.
What? My dad? What do you mean? What do you mean? Is he gonna steal my 5/6? Okay, I mean, is that bad for me? I mean, he does clear it, obviously. Fine. Am I supposed to be applauding or something? Congrats, dude, you did the most obvious play ever. I guess I could have not played the what's-his-face there, but I don't know. Not exactly an even split, but close enough. How's it going, Roki? Any travels lately? All safe, no doubt. A lot of safe travels in your future for sure. Okay, we're not looking very cash money now, are we? Not very cash money. I don't think we're going to be able to persevere here. It was a little bit too awkward.
What dreams may come.
I don't know, man. We're never winning this one. Just ain't winning it. Yeah, let's bounce out of that one. Usog.
The Lich King will serve me in death.
My long slumber has ended.
Something like this perhaps might work. The top decks definitely need to be better than what we held though. These are kind of supporting cards and they're not supporting much, I can tell you that much. I guess it was kind of wrong keeping. Maybe the Dreambound should have been at least a toss. Okay, that helps. I'm gonna do it, I don't want to fall back too far. Let's try and get to play this, maybe coin something else out. Gotta get things amped up. No time to dilly-dally. Uh-oh, poopy. Is that right? Is that right, son? Are you sure that is your final answer, kind sir? Are you sure, Chief? Was that right? Uh-oh. Should I get myself a free or crack one of these dudes? I'm gonna crack a free for now, I think. Could also coin this out instead and next turn start blasting. I think I'd actually do that. Okay, a little bit of cheap stuff. Nothing too fancy though.
The citadel stands strong.
Must have slept.
A lot of Starship Warlocks nowadays. Yeah, it's a good deck. It's not Starship, it's Wheel Warlock is what it is. Starship is the supporting factor there. But yeah, it's up there for sure. Okay, this is actually kind of nutty. Let me see what that do. This ain't too bad. But I can't use it right now if I want to be doing this. I'm just gonna do this instead. Kill one. Am I killing one? I'm killing none. I should have killed it though. I'm never gonna have time to kill it, so I guess -1 would have been okay. I don't know. Maybe we just ignore it forever. Could be eyeballing a corpse explosion soon, so who knows. Okay, so that one's dead. +4. Exacties. Alas, he was no match. The ignore was worth it. Cool. Cool. That was for the Diamond 5, right? That's... The freezer idiots are gonna help him big time against our crap. So if he gets those, things are gonna go 60s to 0 real fucking fast. And that is quite the opposite of how we want them to go. They do run the 1 freeze, so a Wrath might actually be worthish. Good tempo out of turn 1 free. Anomaly or whatever the fuck it was called. Wow, my timers went in hard there, didn't they? Okay, he ain't doing much. This ain't too bad. Next turn I can draw a couple of spells for only 2 mana and discount him by 2, so that's huge. That is a huge. Yeah, emoters, do that. Okay. Ooh, -1 on the innervate, say less, chief. Ooh. Let me not float the mana, shall I? I shan't. Not the best of things to discover, but 0 mana symbiosis is kinda okay. I don't need to cast it right now. Let's see if I can tackle this bad boy. -1 on this. This discovers a buttload. I'd rather discover a buttload. Still go with doo-doo. And big and small and actually makes a lot of sense. Why was I calling it embiggen? What? I'm gonna go like that. And go a wee bit like this. And a whole lot like that. I think we're on the right track. I like our odds. Our odds are not that odd. Honestly, Diamond 5 is perfectly good for most people. Grinding 10 more hours of actual hardcore gaming Hearthstone just for one extra pack, not too worth it. If you had yourself the Legend card back already, if you reached Legend once, that's the majority of the benefit. After that, it's just not so very cost effective now, is it? Hey, look at that, another one. Another one. Oh, yeah. Fucking do it again. Could coin out a Blizzard, that'd be pretty shit. You little shit. That ain't too bad. Surely he's killing the 1/4 somehow. Unless he plans on board locking me next turn. I have a feeling he's gonna lock me out next turn, guys. Trust. But, joke's on him. I'm into that shit, I think. Okay. Let's go and just do this. I was thinking about doing this, but better get bigger, greener, man. Okay. I'm gonna make him much bigger than that, so let's just do this. Even though next turn I'll probably not need all of this mana, will I? Yeah, I doubt I will. Let's just use this then. I don't think I need the Slumber. This one's cheap at least. The weapon might actually be kind of flexible for me if I need it for some bullshit. We'll just grab that for now and do this and slap him in the move. It's also damage on a stick, so... Okay. So much for that. I thought he had an ace up his sleeve, but... So much for that. Yeah, Imbue Druid's performing, dudes. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Look at that. Imbue Druid did well for us. Quite well. It actually did so well. Okay, what else should we play? Kinda enjoyed this one, not gonna lie, but gotta enjoy something else now.